Welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Sunday, and thank you for stopping in to hear my Black History moment for today. I tell you, I come together to meet with you all to talk about what's going on um, in Black history 365 days out of the year. 365 days out of the year, there's something going on in Black history. So it is my pleasure to talk about Black history as much as I do. So before I go there, I have to do a shout out. The shout out is to Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt has been a mentor to me for the last 30 plus years. And being my mentor, he has been a blessing to both me and my family. And I talk about him so much at the top of every show is because I want to encourage people to get a mentor. I want you to find someone that can be a blessing to both you and your family, as well as you are a blessing to him and his family. Okay? So I encourage you to find someone that can fill that role in your life as a mentor. And then after you find that someone, then I want you to get a show and shout that person out. So then they will know that you love and care about them just as much as they love and care about you. How about that? So I want to talk about recent history, something that just happened on this week. I want to talk about the late, great Jim Brown. Jim Brown just passed away on this week on May the 18th. And I could not think of a better tribute than to talk about him and his celebrity. Mr. Jim Brown, born February 17th, 1936, in St. Simmons, Georgia, and he died on May the 18th of 2023 in Los Angeles, California. He was an outstanding American football gridiron player who led the National Football League in rushing for 8 of his 9 seasons. He was a dominant player of his era, is considered one of the best running backs of all time. He later found success as an actor. So I just wanted to talk about how he started and then talk about the impressions that I had of him as an actor. Now, Jim Brown, I found this article from Britannica Encyclopedia, so you can also look in the comments section and find the links to the Britannica. But I remember Jim Brown quitting professional football at the peak of his career. He had only played 9 seasons, and he probably could have played 9 more. He was one of the best of his running backs in the entire football NFL, and nobody at that time could compete against him as a running back. But then the NFL, known for its racial bias, issued him an ultimatum and told him either report to camp or resign. Now, at the time, Jim Brown had been to California and had been offered a role in a movie called 100 Rifles, where Jim Brown, with Burt Reynolds and Raquel Welch, was considered, a cross-racial movie. So during that time, he crossed over the color lines. He actually had a bedroom scene with Raquel Welch in that movie which raised a tremendous amount of ruckus because they were like, unbelievable, a black man in the bed with a white woman. Oh no. Those were some of the things that were not heard of during that time period. You know, black movies, of course, you can be in a bed with a black woman. Now, white guys can be in a bed with a black woman, but a black man being in the bed with a white woman, and not just any woman, but Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch was what they called a super vixen, you know, which was a woman that was considered to be ultra sexy, ultra fine, as we would say it in nowadays. But I remember Jim Brown not only being in that movie, but he starred in other movies. He starred in war movies. And for a while there, it seemed like Jim Brown, being in a movie with a lot of white cast, he would always get killed in the first 5-10 minutes of the movie. They was like, oh yeah, Jim Brown in the movie, oh yeah, he gonna get killed off early. And that's what they used to do to him. You know, as a star, as an actor, they'd kill him off. But in 100 Rifles, he made it through the whole movie. You know, that was a marvelous, you know, accomplishment for all of us who were fans of his. I was a fan of Jim Brown. And Jim Brown went on to star in many films of his own. He and Fred Williamson starred side by side, you know, and they made great movies for people of color, black folks, African Americans, you know, colored, whatever you go by. Those movies were for us. We got a chance to see a person in a movie that looked like us. And he wasn't in chains and slavery. He wasn't, you know, a bellboy. He was the star of the movie. He was an action hero. And he paved the way for more action heroes of that era. So, you know, as you can see, me talking about him has raised passion up because I remember these things. I'm a witness to his history, to his life as it unfolded on the silver screen. Now, also, I was a witness to his activism. Jim Brown, off the field, off the screen, was one of the athletes that supported Cassius Clay. For many of you all that may not know him by the name Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. When Muhammad Ali decided that he was not going to go to Vietnam, there was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, there was Jim Brown, there were other athletes that supported Cassius Clay, who later went on to become Muhammad Ali when he devoted his life to Islam. And Jim Brown was one of the people that marched alongside of the civil rights activists of that day. Harry Belafonte, who just passed away not too long ago. Sidney Poitier. These were all black men who stood up for civil rights. And I tell you, I know Jim Brown passed away this week, but I just want to say job well done. As a person who laid out a roadmap for us, this generation and future generations to follow, to want to see something different changed. And he was one of those people that went for change. Now, he had some social issues, civic issues. He had been accused of domestic violence and some other things in his life, but that does not take away from the accolades and the applause that he should have as a person who set an example for us to want to see something better for future generations. So on this day, I want to celebrate. I'm going to send prayers and my prayers and my blessings out to his family, and encourage them in their time that this man, He was a public image, a public person, and he gave us something to be proud of. So I want to say this to his family. Please be proud of what he did for us. And as his family, I'm sure you have seen it up close and personal, all of the things that Jim Brown had witnessed and done for all of us. So I just wanted to say those words of encouragement to his family and salute him. Job well done, my brother. You fought a good fight, and now you've earned your rest. So thank you for being the person that you were, and we appreciate you. So now I want to invite you guys out on Tuesday. As you can see, every Tuesday right here on YouTube at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, you can join me for my show, Ask Dr. Ron, live. So on this week, we're going to have a young man talking about his experiences in the stock market. So, if you're interested in understanding the stock market and what it has done for him in his life, this would be a good testimony for you to hear somebody talking about it. See, sometimes people of color seem so far removed from the stock market, but there's opportunities that exist where you can, claim wealth. I'm just going to say it like that. Claim wealth. And here's a young man that's going about that in his lifetime to claim wealth. So you don't want to miss out on this Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We go live at 5. I say it all the time. Come check me out. So now, I'm going to get out of here for today. I want to encourage you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to check out all of my advertisers. You can also see on the website a place where you can watch each and every live. When we are live, if it's a time slot that we are live, you can click on that watch live and you'll see the broadcast live as it's happening. So you do not want to miss that opportunity. And please support all of my advertisers. Here's a few of them listed here because they make it possible for me to do what I do. Okay? So please support them. Also want to encourage you guys to come over and see me on Wednesday, each and every Wednesday on Street News Now. We have a great show over there, the Noon Report. You don't want to miss any part of that. And don't miss out on each and every Saturday from the desk of Dr. Ron, where I stir up a little controversy each and every chance I get. I try to stir it up. So you don't want to miss that each and every Saturday at 12 noon. So I want to thank all those that have made contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. Please continue to do so. And those that have subscribed, liked, and shared, thank you. We have made a few milestones, and I just want to thank you for clicking that little button, subscribe button. Thank you for doing that. Keep on doing it. Pass the word. Pass the show around. Let me know what you think about it. Leave comments. There are people that are leaving comments. Thank you for leaving comments. I appreciate it. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday. Please enjoy this great weather that we're having in the Chicagoland area. Please be careful. Sometimes when the weather gets good, young people don't know how to act. So, please be careful out there and don't allow yourself to become victimized. Okay? So stay blessed. See you guys on Tuesday. Peace.